Hi Drew, welcome to windy Sandown allotments. And, there'll be a bit of wind noise on this, but welcome back to Nairn. And big issue cropping up today was this survey about the A96, and does it affect the bypass?
Right, well, first and most important thing to say about that is it doesn't affect the Nairn bypass, nor does it affect the section of dual carriageway between Inverness and Nairn. Those are committed projects that are going to go ahead. That's been confirmed with the Scottish Government, so there's no issue there. In terms of the review, that's something that's being carried out to make sure that the right choices are being made across the rest of the A96. It doesn't necessarily mean there'll be any impact on the plans for dualling there either. But from Nairn's point of view, the bypass is going ahead, and so is the dual carriageway connection with Inverness.
There's just been a local election, Drew. You got any thoughts on the results in Nairn?
Well, I'm delighted that obviously from an SNP point of view that we have Paul elected as an SNP councillor here with a really pretty tremendous vote, and of course it was a fantastic result for the SNP in general. But also we have Laurie returning as a well-known face, and worked with him in the past and look forward to doing so in the future. And we have two new councillors as well to welcome to the fold. I think the really important thing is there's lots of issues and opportunities across Nairn that we need to all work together with. And I've already contacted the councillors to see what ways we can work together to make sure we're getting the real benefits for the community and for the people of this area.
That's fantastic, Drew. There's a chance for a new start there, isn't there, on a lot of local stuff there?
Yeah, and I think it is a good time for Nairn to take a bit more of the centre stage, with new councillors involved, and this particular time when we've, like I say, there are lots of opportunities and challenges, lots of developments coming forward with new schools, the bypass, etc. But there's also issues about the cost of living and energy and so forth, which are going to be impacting communities. So it's really important, I think, that we maximise what we can and we help people together wherever we can as well.
Is there a danger that Westminster and if they want to, and the Scottish Government, they run out of options to help people? Do we have to think of ways of kind of helping ourselves as well?
Well, I think we do have to do what we can do to help each other in this community, and as I say, I'm pledged to do that as much as I can. We have some really, really big issues coming forward, particularly with the energy crisis in terms of the cost of energy. A lot of people in the area now contacting me across Nairn and of course the rest of the constituency say they're having real difficulty affording the energy costs that have now been imposed upon them. And of course there's a predicted rise in October coming too, which means that it's not going to get any easier for people. There are choices that could be made by the Westminster Government. I've made that clear. We've got a lot of people living locally who are off gas grid, who are going to be more deeply impacted by the energy cost rises as well. And of course that feeds into the general cost of living problem that we've got at the moment. The Scottish Government can do what it can. It's already mitigating things like the bedroom tax. It's brought in the Scottish child payment of £20 a week. That's going to increase to £25 a week. But it's really difficult to balance that at a time when the Westminster Government are cutting things like universal credit, and they're not uplifting the benefits to the same level that they should be in terms of supporting that. It's only 3%. The limited powers we have in Scotland, we put the uprating up to 6%, which is closer to the inflation rise at the moment. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done to support people, and it's going to be a real challenge for all of us to come together and do what we can locally to support people.
People in dire straits as well, but there's an impact on business as well, isn't there, Drew?
Well, there's a massive impact. I mean, just about all of our businesses are using energy, and with energy costs going up, they're feeling the pinch there as well. I mean, just things like restaurants and so forth, running their kitchen equipment and so forth, these things have just gone through the roof recently, and it makes it really difficult. If you add on top of that the difficulty they've had recruiting labour, we've seen a lot of people who would have come here from EU countries no longer available in the local workforce, and of course we just don't have the skills and to put immediately into places like hotels and restaurants and so forth, and it makes it difficult to make sure that we're delivering a really good product at a time when there are also really high increased costs for these businesses too. So there's a lot of challenges. There are also a lot of opportunities though from there, and I think that what we need to do is make sure that while we're doing what we can to try and help those those businesses through those real difficulties, that we're also looking at what we can do to piggyback on the back of some of those developments that are happening, like the new school and, like I say, the E96 and other developments that are happening in and around there.
Well, thanks, Drew. Enjoy the rest of your day, and
Thank you very
cheers.
much.